What's going on, awesome people? Welcome to another episode of Awesome People Instagram Live. It's been a little while since I've done this little live thing, so I missed you all, and hope you're doing wonderful wherever you are joining us. The IG lives that I've been doing have been primarily recently with a lot of our awesome uniters at Unite and Conquer. If you don't know what Unite and Conquer is, we're basically an organization with a mission to unite Iranians via impactful conversations and events. Usually before the revolution, it was networking events, parties, concerts. Since the revolution began in South Florida, we've been hosting or organizing a lot of the protests, demonstrations, anything to unite the South Florida community together and also to bring awareness of what's happening in Iran. And we've been doing these IG lives because we have some incredible uniters that are essentially the ambassadors, the volunteers. They all have an incredible story. They all have the reason why they're fighting this fight with us. And they all bring something to the Unite and Conquer table that makes us do all the things that we're doing. And something else that we've been doing that you may or may not have heard about is a new weekly live stream program called Countdown to Freedom in Iran. Some of you might recall that back on 11/11, we did a 12-hour live stream rally for Iran. It got great feedback, and we realized that through this beautiful thing called social media and internet, we're able to reach a lot bigger audiences. And so after some brainstorming, me and the fellow Uniters, we decided to create Countdown to Freedom in Iran. And it's happening every Wednesday night. Last Wednesday was our first episode, the premiere episode with Mahsa Townsend. It was an incredible episode. She's a badass. And tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have another badass. It's Elika Lebon. She's just an incredible individual that's been also using her platform massively and exclusively and consistently to bring awareness, to educate, to inspire, to just make you think about things from a different perspective. And so she's been an incredible force in this revolution, in my opinion. And we're happy that she accepted our invitation to be our guest tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. To click a reminder or set a reminder via the YouTube link, go to my bio to watch Mahsa's episode. You can watch it also through the bio, link in bio. So just click the link in the bio for all this information. Hopefully tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll see you. Well, let's get right to it. Let's introduce the lovely Elham Luckcci, who's joining us today. She was very patient. We were originally supposed to have... She is in just a few seconds. In 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
Hi, I'm June. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Thank you so much for joining. I'm doing well, thanks.
Thank you for having me.
You know, the hair looks wonderful, as always. You know, that's what happens when you are a hairstylist, an artist, a painter, a graphic designer, colorist. You know, your creative juices all show themselves externally, but you're also a very sweet and kind and giving person internally, and you've been such an integral part of the Uniters family. And so first and foremost, thank you for spending your valuable time to fight alongside us and bringing all the creative energy and wisdom that you do. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for those who don't have the pleasure of having known who Elham, Eli Luckcci are, why don't you go ahead and give a little backstory about yourself so that people can get familiarized?
I born and grew up in Iran, Tehran, but my heritage, my mom and my dad's side, both from Kurdistan. So I grew up with people that they teach me heroism. Shirzan, you are Shirzan. They called all the women as a Shirzan and the boys are Pahlavan, because they believe by having a strong woman and a strong man, you can support your community. You can make your community a better place for generation to come.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, so, you know, the revolution all began with the young 22-year-old Mahsa Zhina Amini, Kurdish. And so tell us more about, I know you said you were born in Tehran, but, you know, you have a lot of love and affinity and pride for being Kurdish. So tell us a little bit more about the region. You know, what are the memories that you have of that area? And then, so I'd love to hear your memories, any memories that you have.
we grew up, men and women, side by side. There is no, like other city of Iran I went, unfortunately, women sit in another room, men sit in another room. In Kurdish society, everybody's your sister and brother. We trust each other. We trust each other for each other's. If I call you brother, that means you are my brother. And the point that they want to give women so much power, it started from 12,000 BC. If you look at history, you can see how woman, all the statue and everything is woman, and based on, before everybody knows about any god, there was a woman god always. Like there was, she was the god that creates, and that's why Jian created the name, is like you Afarinande. That means we are the creators, basically. But another thing is, they believe, Kurdish people, from as many as I remember, they think if a woman have good education, if women have a strong mentality, that family is healthy. The family have raised good kids. That family create the bigger and stronger society around. That's why they keep saying woman, woman, woman. That doesn't mean we are womanizer, or we just want, like, we don't respect men. We love our men, and our men are like a king to us. And that doesn't mean if we have a little bit more power, that doesn't mean we have no respect for men. Men are always a head, and we are a neck.
I love that. So what was, like, how did the news of Zhina affect you? Like, this was somebody from your part of Iran, you know, like, did it hit differently? What type of impact did it have when you first found out about her?
Because all these years they put Kurdish separate from rest of the Iran. They keep making us separate. First, when I heard the news, I was like, oh my God, no one's gonna care. Honestly, I thought she just died. That's it, vanished. But when I see everybody got united and I saw so much love and support, honestly, my soul was so happy. I didn't know how to, I don't know how to explain. And I feel like this is it. This is it. It's happening. And that's why I'm so excited. And I believe we're going to win, because I see a community that we love and care for each other.
Let me ask you something. Like, I know a little bit, but I'm going to act like I don't know anything at all. What is it throughout the years that there was a separation between the Kurds and Iran? Like, what are the main causes, and when did it begin?
Okay, began in 1923 when first World War first one happened. After that, they split Kurdish to 4 countries. So they give half of us, the Turkey, Iran, Iraq, and Syria. So they split Kurdish people. So basically, Kurdish people, that's why they fight for their, they keep asking, people think we're looking for the country, and honestly, we're supposed to. We have a right to have a country, okay? But because this nation is very strong, physically and mentally, genetically, honestly. So everybody come around us, they become a little bit scared of us, I believe. That's why they make us like split the Kurdish. And every time we fight, they think, oh, you want your land. You're not part of Iran. Kurdish court in Turkey, they said, I talked to them, they feel like Kurdish, they don't accept us as Kurdish court sometimes. So we feel like left out. Not me personally, I'm just talking about general, the whole Kurdish people. We feel left out. And even in 1993, they create the army, in the Kurdish woman-based army. Everybody's just a woman. And they fight against ISIS. And even that, America doesn't support us because it says it doesn't support that organization. And the main thing of that woman soldier, it was like we want to fight against ISIS mentality. So ISIS mentality is, if a woman kill me, I go straight to hell. If a man kill me, I'll go to heaven and have 72 virgins sitting there for me. So when they see a woman go after the man, they literally scared the shit out of them. They're scared of women, because women, their mentality is if they be killed by a woman, they go to hell. So that's why that soldier community woman created, because they want to fight ISIS, and they did, and they did a great job so far. I'm so proud.
So would you say that this revolution made you feel more optimistic, that you are more as a people, you are more part of the Iranian community? Like, is that how big of a deal it was?
Yes.
And is this how many Kurds feel, or are you just kind of feeling a little bit like, when you talk to other Kurds, are you feeling that, oh my God, could this be a truly tipping point of the relations between Kurds and non-Kurds?
I try to get into people are educated, or even I talk to people in a village in Kurdish. I like to dig in and know people, what's going on, what are they doing. I like that. And even I talk to some of our relative in Buchan. They are very open-minded, and they see themselves as a unity, like all Kurdish from Kurdi, they support each other. If you go to Iraq, if you say I'm Kurd, they support you. You're under their umbrella. You can be protected, but we are not fighting. Most of them are tired. They are not fighting they're having their own country. Now they accept it. I'm Kurdish of Iran. We have expected, some people, they said, no, I want to have my whatever. No, but most of them, they just want a better future for their kids. That's all they care. It's not about a land. It's not about language. It's not about anything. It's just they want
the peace and the serenity.
Exactly. And they have guns, and they train their kids from childhood how to shoot and everything. But in their heart, they don't want to kill anyone. They're not killers.
They're trying to defend themselves.
That's all. Sorry, my dog. I try to put my my bird to sleep. She's taking a nap. Now she's talking. No, Sugar. She got me say no. Sorry about that. I don't know what else to her. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Binja. Sorry about that. Bia. Jump here. Sorry about that, Imanjan. So I'm listening.
Yeah. So, well, I was going to transition now to your experience as, a uniter. The first thing is, I mean, obviously, the Unite and Conquer family, we're based in South Florida. How did you hear about us? Why did you want to get involved as a uniter? And, essentially, how has it impacted you being a part of this uniters family?
First of all, I do TikTok. I love TikTok, and I go on TikTok a lot. And for the first time, I met you at TikTok. And as soon as you said, I'm looking to some people come and help to make, win the battle, I was like, I'm in. And I called you and sent a message to you. My experience with Uniters, I love them so much because I believe we have the same frequency. Even by looking at those people's eyes, I get me. And I'm so grateful that I didn't even know there is such a people exist until I met Uniters.
I love that. Well, how important do you think it is to be around other individuals that have the same purpose, especially a purpose of this magnitude? You know, this is like our homeland. We're literally fighting for freedom for our people. You know, I just want you to kind of like share the experience or the value of having this type of group of individuals around.
Right now, I know if anything happened to me, 30 people run toward my house. That's what I know. And if anything happened to them, I'll go to help. I count on them, they count on me. And it's not BS. I'm so sorry for I promise not to say bad word, but I'm not.
Okay.
And what I see is you have to have a mentality to join us. If you are a gossiper, if you are a complainer, if you are a victim, there is no room. Even if you come, you're not gonna like it and you're gonna leave. If you're a strong, if you are a happy soul, if you figure out yourself, if you know who you are and what you can do for the rest of the world, then this Uniters your home. I don't believe that everybody's can be everywhere, because we are different creature, and it doesn't work like that. So
Obviously, yes. I mean, definitely, all the Uniters, you know, they have they're strong individuals that have a deep love for their country. But we're human beings, and we definitely have our down days. And I know that you also have had your ups and downs the last 4 months, dealing with personal things. Having gone through what you've gone through, what kind of advice do you have for people who, you know, this revolution especially is adding an extra layer of sadness, depression, anxiety, stress, you know, negative feelings? What did you do to get yourself out of the funks? You know, you probably had multiple funks. I mean, I had many funks in the past 4 months. So every time you kind of have to pick yourself up. You know, sometimes you have other people that are there for you and they pick you up. Sometimes you have to build up the strength to kind of build yourself up. What are some of the things that you do when you realize that you're down? What do you do to get yourself up?
First of all, to clear what I said about a strong, when I say strong, that doesn't mean you don't cry. I cry like crazy. Cry is your emotion. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with the strong. A strong, that means you fall, you get up, and you know, say, it's okay, I'm okay, keep going. That's the strong to me.
Yeah.
And yes, I even especially after the first actually 2-3 months, they killed so many people. I couldn't handle it, and I would just keep crying and crying. And finally,
especially from your region,
yes,
like it really.
I called them, and 7 people got lost, and I even heard noise of shooting. It was just. I knew it was horrible. It was horrifying. But what I do usually when I'm very sad, I run to ocean here. I run and I sit down and I talk to Allah or God or whatever you want to name it. And I learn to make one day at a time. I never say, this is a good life. I'm saying this is a good day. Or if it's a bad thing, I'm saying it's a bad day, or just a bad 2 hours of my day. I'm not making the whole my life, oh, I'm having a bad life. No, I'm just having, Monday was horrible. I'm sure Tuesday gonna get better. But human, we go up and down. It's just, that's how it goes. And some people are better off talking to somebody. I usually like to go talk to God, and that's it.
You know, I know you have a good amount of people inside the country. How often do you communicate from people inside? Like, I don't know anybody that I have direct conversation with inside of Iran. Do you have people that you speak to on a regular basis? And if so, have you talked to them recently? Like, what are they saying now? Do they feel that there's progress? Do they feel like something is around the corner, or are they negative about it? Are they able to speak about it over the phone? Can you give us some insider information?
I talked to few people in Tehran as well. They said it's progressive. It's getting somewhere, but they can't say that much. But they said, pray. It's working.
What do you think? What are you feeling? We're now 4 months in.
I believe if it's still united, if how they fool our parents, we learn that we don't become fool by make us divide us. You know, we know our goal, and that's it. We just go for it. And I don't take no for answer. I'm just gonna, and by the way, I may never ever go back to Iran and live there, but I'm just doing this because I want my Iranian fellow live a good and happy life. That's what my mission is.
When was the last time you were there?
21 years old, 1 year ago, 21 or 22 years ago.
Oh, you have not gone back in more than 20 years?
Yes.
Wow, me too. Last time I went, the first and last time that I went was 21 years ago. So when you go back, let's say right now, Iran is free. Tell me your itinerary.
I'm going to go to Azadi and say, Khoda, چقدر طولش دادی? What took you so long, God?
All right, so you go in Tehran first. What about, where are you going next?
Tehran. I have so much. You have no idea. I have few luggage that I put all the stuff there for the kids in Iran. I keep saying, I'm going to go to that village and I'm going to do this and I'm going to play with them. I'm going to have so much idea.
Like people that you know, or
no,
just strangers?
Just random people.
Oh.
There is Iranian people are so friendly that I think anywhere I go, they're going to like, oh, hi, you're welcome.
I love that. Well, so what message? I want you to give two messages. I want you to give one message to your fellow Iranians inside of Iran. And then I would like for you to give a message to any Iranian here or any non-Iranian here that is watching and they're not a uniter yet. And you want to encourage them to join our family, to make us stronger, make us more impactful. So those are two messages I'd love to end this live with.
What was the first one?
The first one is a message to the Iranians inside of Iran.
Okay. Should I say it in English or Farsi?
Whatever you like.
ما اینجا هستیم برای شما. چه ایران بودیم چه اینجا بودیم فرقی نمیکنه. هیچ فرقی نمیکنه. من ایرانیم، کرد، ترک، مال هر چه قسمت که هستی، ما باید فقط انسانیت رو یاد بگیریم، زبانمون فقط انسانیت باشه، فهم و شعورمون رو ببریم بالا و هیچ ربطی نداره که رنگ و نژاد و اینا رو دیگه از این به بعد باید تمیز کنیم، بریزیم این مشکلات رو دور. ما فقط موضوع نیست که انقلاب بشه ایران. انقلاب که شده و آزادم میشیم 100%. من قلبم صافه، میدونم که آزاد میشیم، ولی باید خیلی، من میخوام مثل ژاپن ایرانو تیکر کنیم. ببین ژاپنیا چی کار میکنن، یعنی اینقدر برام مهمه که زندگیمون رو اصول و روتین و بهترین برای خودمون و برای نسل‌های آیندهمون انتخاب کنیم و اجازه بدیم. میدونم که همه 5%, sorry, I have to say this in English, 5% of people usually run the show. So if you don't know that much, just at least give the will to someone that know to make us there, to make us a better place. Just trust the process.
All right. And a message to Iranians or non-Iranians that you want them to join the Unite and Conquer family.
We're gonna have a ladies' night out. All the ladies wants to join us. Kata Yunjun is gonna make an amazing group. We're gonna have so much fun. You don't want to miss out.
Yeah, I'll give a little plug. So one of our uniters, Kata Yun, she has an Iranian women's club, and so it'll be great for you all to grow that Iranian women's club here in South Florida, and so that'll be amazing. You know, unity is in numbers, so you all need to grow in numbers, spend more time together, and unite and conquer on your end.
And as soon as you join, we're not going to put you to work or do this. No, just join, learn, love, and get comfortable.
And have wine.
Yeah, have wine. Let them relax first.
It looks like you guys are going to go to a day spa.
We have two beautiful leaders, Sarah and Mona June, that I'm amazed by them. I love them so much. I'm so happy that I'm part of this community. And they tell you exactly what to do, step by step. There is nothing to be scared of. If you are passionate and you love and to give love back, even if you are human and you still wire as a human, I think you're gonna love us. And gentlemen too. I'm sorry because I started with that.
I prefer Pahlevun.
Pahlevun. You know, in Kermasha they said if you say Pahlevun, half of the city is gonna turn around. Oh, I'm Pahlevun. All our Pahlevun, they're loving, and they are light of our room, and we love them, and they support us, and we support them, and it's a very I don't know how to describe it. It's just you're gonna feel at home. That's it.
I love that. And also Yegana wants to know where's the happy hour, so she's in a hurry to get that set up. So the Iranian women's group chat needs to get a little bit more active, you know.
Chat, we'll get back to you guys soon.
Yeah, I know. Well, this was wonderful, Elham. I know you and I could definitely talk a lot more, and I appreciate you taking time on your Tuesday evening to have this virtual chat. And once again, thank you so much for all that you've done for Unite and Conquer, and just allowing us to unite the community, you know. So this is what the Uniters are doing. We're fighting for freedom, but also here in South Florida, we're building an amazing community full of like-minded people that, you know, that need other people, you know. Like we as humans, we need this camaraderie, this friendship, these relationships. So I'm so happy to be a part of this and to have people like you a part of it. So much love. موضوع خودت باش. شب بخیر و به امید آزادی. All right. Good night. Say hello to your dog and your bird and you know, all that good stuff.
Thank you.
And also Nikki Joe, hi. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate you. Say hi to your toy poodle. So ladies and gentlemen, as Elham signs off, I'm just going to give a couple of closing messages. But first of all, thank you for all of you that joined in and engaged in the chat. And friendly reminder that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern is the second episode of Countdown to Freedom in Iran. Elham, you can go ahead and log off. And I encourage you to click the link in the bio so that you can set a reminder via the YouTube link. So then you're notified tomorrow at 8 p.m. when you're live. We know that you're always like super busy, and so that notification will remind you. So please stay tuned to that. And as I see Sherry June over here, Sherry June is going to have a 5-minute segment. Dr. Rebecca Sherry Ishravi. She's got her Natural Health Power Works. That's one of our sponsors of the program. And like, I don't know if I said or not, but my guest is Elika Lebon. She's awesome. She's a Shirzad. She's doing a lot of wonderful things. We have a great conversation ready for that. Harris Mansouri is going to have her weekly news and updates. My mom, Mayan Hushman, is going to have a Persian poetry pause. And we're also going to have Shahla Noruzi, who's going to be having the Mental Health Minute. So we have a lot of great little segments set up for the program. And if you are a business or an individual and you would like to support this program, the Countdown to Freedom in Iran program, please message me. We're desperately in need of individual contributions or business sponsors. Any little thing will help. There's a lot of time and energy and cost that is associated to these programs. So anything you can do would be wonderful. And also, Sarajun is going to be, thank you so much, Mona. Sarajun is going to be having the Uniters update because on Saturday, January 28th, we're having a Stop to Executions in Iran protest happening at the Torch of Friendship, 3:30 p.m., led by Sarajun and Monajun and the rest of the Uniters that are holding it down in South Florida. So Saturday, January 28th, 3:30 p.m. If you're in Miami area, please come, join, and let's continue to make as much noise as we can to bring attention to the atrocities that this disgusting, dirty, backward regime continues to operate under. And so that's pretty much it. Without any further ado, please don't forget to say, "Go me there. Oh, so deep. Oh, so deep."